Hello and welcome back to Jack Knives Reviews. I'm of course your host, Jack Knives. Let's take a look at the new installment in the FEAR Street saga, FEAR Street Prom Queen. In 1988, Shadyside High senior Lori Granger wants to redeem her family's legacy by winning Prom Queen. But as prom gets closer, a masked killer is on the loose, picking off the candidates one by one with a possible connection to Shadyside's dark past. I make it no qualms that I really did like the FEAR Street trilogy. I reviewed them previously, and I had mixed bag opinions and nitpicks about each of them, but as an overall experience, I did enjoy them as what they were. A tribute to horrors gone by, and horror movies of yesteryear, as well as loving tribute to the FEAR Street books. This is more akin to the FEAR Street books, being more set in a fixed location / area, mainly being prom. I believe this is actually based off of one of the FEAR Street books itself. And it shows. It does feel in the same vein as one of R.L. Stine's earlier horror-based works. I did enjoy it. It felt like a lot of a throwback to those late 70s, early 80s horror slashers like My Bloody Valentine, April Fools, Sleepover Massacre, things like that that just feel like that 80s vibe aesthetic. And it does also have a lot of newer coats of paint with a vintage feel. And I kind of dig that because, in a sense, that is really what proms are supposed to kind of feel like. A vintage throwback with a newer edge. The original FEAR Street trilogy was directed by Lee Janique. And since she's no longer there, they have Matt Palmer, a relative unknown, step in to do the directing. And for the most part, he does a pretty decent job. It doesn't quite have as much grit as the original FEAR Street trilogy, but if you were to tell me that it's set in the same universe and in the same movies, I'd believe it. Kind of in the same way of when you watch any slasher movies sequence, you start seeing the different directing styles, but you do believe it's within the same realm of the universe itself. So for that, I do give kudos to him. I will say the main lead, India Fowler, is really, really good. She does carry a lot more gravity and weight to her than certain actors in the other FEAR Street trilogy. And I'm trying not to compare the two, but it's very hard when it has the same branding on it. But as it is alone, she does actually have some presence to her. She has this vibe of someone who's, not faking being a teen. She's clearly a teen, trying to figure herself out, but having the burdens of not just her family's pressure, but her own pressure and the people around her's pressure. It's typical high school drama. But all of the girls in this are very organic. They would go to high school with. The only kind of downside is there was none of the guys that really kind of interested anyone. I don't know. None of them were somewhat interesting. I can say definitively, having watched all of them, that the extending cast of the FEAR Street trilogy, in each of the movies, there were at least certain multiple characters you can invest in. This one, you had maybe 3, maybe 4. And I think because of that, it does kind of halt it a bit. But if you're going in to want to enjoy some nice, fun 80s throwback and just kind of enjoy yourself, or if you like the previous FEAR Street movies, I really do think you're going to enjoy this movie. Because I did. I did enjoy myself watching this. And I hope that eventually I can own all of them on Blu-ray so I can put them all on my shelf. Do I think that they're all the best? No. But is there a specific charm that you do appreciate it rewatching it? Absolutely. To me, that's a huge plus. If you were to ask me to rank them, I would probably say 1666 is at the bottom, 94 is right above that. This movie Prom Queen is above that, and 1978 is at the very top. But again, that's my personal take. I give Fear Street Prom Queen 4.5 out of 5. Have you seen Fear Street Prom Queen? Let me know in the comments down below. And let me know which one you think is your favorite. As always, I'll see you next time.